skipping rope was, you know, the
A
bay
piece of,
wine?
yeah,
Yeah,
bay
yeah,
The
wine.
wine that grows on the
That was
beach, near the
skipping
beach,
rope,
and
that's
and
right.
you'd get that, strip the leaves off, and that's very, very strong.
Yeah.
You'd get it viable enough that we could use it for a
And
skipping rope.
then you would go down on the beach and find a nice rock, and you make it. The girls would make a doll under the one of them sea rocks and dress it up with eyes, paint eyes on it
Or-
and stuff.
Or a piece of fence post, that piece of the piece of post that take out from under the wood, they like take under the house, that rotten out, and
Yeah.
had sometimes had a little round in it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see them used to take that and make dollar with
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
They used
They
to
have
make-
all
And
kinds
put,
of they're
put
very-
stick in the middle for the dollar hand to come out.
Yeah, yeah.
We used to make cloth dolls too, make the head.
Yeah, cloth dolls.
Cloth, make the whole body and everything from cloth. And
Some people
get-
could do that good.
Usually like all kind of creative things like the eye from a lobster.
Mm-hmm.
Used to get, when we get lobsters and eat them, we'd always save the eyes so we could make
Put it
dolls.
So what game, boy?
Getting down to that ironing day, most people had like that because it wasn't only one person ironing, it would be like the family ironing.
right.
Oh, yeah.
And then it would be time, it would be a chance for the children to come by to play. Because
That's right.
don't you figure you could gallivant the way you'd feel the gallivant, you know? You could only get out if somebody came to the house and you sneak out, and you best make sure you keep a dog numb to see that. When they were going, you were pretty near close to the yard.
That's right.
But that ironing, they were pretty good when everybody would be there, and most people, because you had to help bring little wood more.
Right.
Yeah,
down.
it was quite an ordeal. You had to get dried banana leaves to put
Right.
down on the kitchen floor. When you step out of the kitchen, get your iron, you'd have to rub the iron on the dried banana leaves to get the soot off.
That's
or
right.
else those white shirts wouldn't look white anymore.
But you were lucky, you used to get inside the house. No, I see them there underneath, outside, under the tree, under the tree ironing.
And you remember talking about the plant leaves, banana leaves. You remember the plant trash beds we used to have?
Every Christmas you had to have every Christmas you had to strip
New
those banana
mattress.
leaves to get a new mattress.
And
Yeah, but
make
make
that.
me tell you, that would make a noise too, you know.
You had to
the
take her down
dryer not
every
gone?
night. Every night you had to take her down and pat her out before you.
You wouldn't misbehave in that bed and go unnoticed.
I remember like us, I mean,
Give
there
it
were
a-
lots,
give
they
it a-
would
give
get,
it
there
a-
was
But
at
it's not
least
no
4 of
Pepsi,
us
you
in
know?
one bed,
That's all right. I know what
And
it
that
is.
was
This
the
is good
noise.
stuff here.
That's what made from.
banana leaves.
That banana leaf, man. I
Oranges
tell you.
and
And you know,
limes and all.
you know that you talking about towel. I was a pretty big boy when I get a good decent towel too. Used to be half of that granny dress or mama dress, the cotton
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, she
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
wear no
yeah.
more. So after
right?
she couldn't wear no more. And then you had one nail on the outside that each person would hang up a little piece of cloth. No,
Right.
nobody, that's not probably your cloth.
And you know-
That'd
you know
be
what-
royal riot. But I mean, it wasn't long after that we started getting towels, but no, that again.
No, Herbie.
And remember now when you used to take baths, you didn't really take a bath, you know. You usually you would wash your feet and then you got a little wipe up.
That was night, man.
That was night.
That was night, man.
And Herbie, first
That
of
was
all,
a bath.
the first towel you see came out of a Tide box. Powder detergent, right?
Right.
That's the first towels we
They used
saw.
to get that.
They used to have wide stripes,
Right.
various colors. When you got a Tide towel, you were in business. But you remember the bath pans, right?
Oh, yeah.
About the size, well, smaller than this table.
Oh, yeah,
And you had to wash your feet.
See,
you
you went
had
over
to-
there? See bath right there?
Yeah, but that's
But
smaller
then
than that fella.
the
don't
one-
know.
No, no. They
They
don't
were
know
round.
one
But they
stone.
were round.
The one we had was bigger than that. Shower? You must be mad.
Yeah,
If-
Quincy.
If you got a gallon of water and that,
Yeah.
you wash your face, and you,
First
and
wash.
you
And,
keep a washing.
everybody used the same water.
No, man. No,
Someplace, sometime.
Come on, now.
no, man. Listen, why
Don't
you
give it to all the
starting?
children. All the children use the
All
same
like
water.
3 children in the tub.
I am telling you. Now, this is not a lie. I was a teenager. My 2 of my cousins and myself, we would each wash our face, and we would continue working down to our feet.
Yeah.
Because you take turns with each part in a bath, man, not much bigger than that. Because you never had the water, and you never had the soap, and you never had the time. That's how you bathe. And you were thankful for it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you never had a toilet inside either.
No, no, no. Oh, God.
The
the slop
back
pail.
house. Slop pail and back
Outside
house.
toilet.
Outside. outside.
I hear about them.
Let me tell you, when you had get up midnight, now that was when you had get grand up, mama. Everybody that could get up, because you had carry lamp with you. That was it. Somebody had stand up and
And you were afraid of
And
I was afraid as
to
hell.
step on
I
red
was
chinks.
afraid.
Afraid to step on red chinks in the crab
Crabs.
season.
But you saw what trim it down by your bed.
Yeah, for that, but now you want to go to the toilet.
To
Oh,
the
yeah,
real
everybody had
toilet.
that.
Number two.
And let us talk about the toilet paper. Sayers Robot catalog.
Thank you.
And that had to be at least 3 years old before she could go.
But everyone was looking at it. But you know what? Another thing that they did, because back then the houses weren't built too good, and they would have a lot of seams and the
Yep.
wood and stuff, and they would take like the Life magazine and all these Newsweek and all that
Say,
stuff.
you,
And
no,
they take-
we now had no life on music. Sayers Robot catalog.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
National
it.
Bella's head.
Not, yeah, but they
Bella's
take
head.
the-
National Bella's
they would take the paper and paste the.
They take
on
a
the
paper,
inside,
yes, they would
And,
paste
and
it on
one
the
called
inside.
Walter Field. They would
Yes.
two mail order
Yeah.
catalogs that
Walter
we had in the olden days. National Bella's head.
But you know, one of the biggest days you used to have came on Brack, when I was there, when I was a boy growing up, was when the Morocco was coming from Tampa or Jamaica, or when the Caymania was coming. Now everybody's supposed to get a new dress for that. And let me tell you, dress to your 99, just to go up there, get little new, no. Or one Jamaica hamper. I mean, and when that come in, you're thankful, because you were getting your little piece of salt, fish, your little piece of salt beef, and some of that demerara rice. God knows it saved my life plenty, but I don't know where the stinkness or the hunger, which one it was, because that was stink.
Think.
And a piece of yam. I mean, you would got a piece of Jamaica yam, but of course we always had food on the bluff. But you don't believe it was all that easy.
But
But
you
the
know,
banana boats didn't come to Cayman Brass.
No, not
No,
many.
well, we went down to the dock to get coconuts because
From
we didn't
Honduras?
have one coconut tree in this island.
following the
After the
1930s,
trees,
the
yeah.
That blight, yeah.
lethal
So we
yellowing,
got all the
yeah.
coconuts from Honduras and bananas and plantains and pineapples and stuff like that.
But you were just talking about going to the, when the boat came in to catch news. You remember, we never had television back then. We may have had a radio or two, but very few. So we entertained
They were on
ourselves.
battery, so you didn't have electric.
And what did we do? We talked about people.
Oh,
And we
boy.
must never forget it. And it was not malicious. It was not vicious. It was simply that we needed to entertain ourselves. So if I happened to go down the road and walk on the wrong side, you heard about it, and that could fill up a whole afternoon.
That was
You
called
know,
deceitful.
Was she deceitful? Was she going walking down the foreign? Back by. No, but it was not vicious. It was just that we would do.
I find some dog.
We needed, well, right
Needed
now
some
they're
music.
talking about Saddam and George Bush and whatever the one is up in England. But we were taught, we made our own entertainment. We had to, because we had no TV, we had no radio, we had no, well, video games.
Nintendo?
If I would have seen a video, if I had seen
PlayStation?
Nintendo, I would have dropped it.
We played a lot of pranks on each other.
But
We'd
we
think
did
of
that
things
as
to
well.
do.
Yeah.
So you see?
And
You
we made fun of people. There was always some person in the community that was, well, there were always colorful characters in any organization, society, community, whatever.
Right.
And it was like, I'd poke fun at you or you'd poke fun at me. But
And
it
it
was
would be
not
the
malicious.
simplest little thing.
Yeah.
I remember once our neighbor, she was scared to death of snakes. And my cousin, he took his mother's black stockings and filled it with sand. One night he went up in the tree, but he knew that she had a habit of coming out every night to throw her dishwater or whatever outside from the back, from the kitchen. The kitchen was built away from the house, so sometimes they were in the kitchen till late. And she came out one night to do that, and he was all set with this snake. He was up in the tree, and he started pulling it. And she screamed, and she screamed for someone to come and help her. And someone was crossing the street, and she gave him the machete from chopping him with this stocking full of sand.
That was the been a
Just pranks.
surprise.
We did a lot of pranks.
You know, the other thing about it is, though we had a little time to play, everybody, don't care how old he was, he had a responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was somebody that we know had to take care of the chicken.
Yeah.
Somebody, had to go and
place up the cows. Or,
attend to the cows, whatever. And usually weekend, so those who wasn't Saturday keeper, my mother and myself was Saturday keeper at the time. We would go on the bluff on Friday. And when you're coming off the bluff now, it was that woman used to have 2 baskets. I could never forget that. 2 baskets, one with the food and one with wood. Now she'd say, Herbert, come on. We go such a distance, leave it and rest, and she gone back for that. That means that she made 2 trips on the bluff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they really worked hard.
Oh,
They
yeah,
did.
oh, yeah.
I remember I used to have to go with my mother down to, like, I think it was near where the prison is now from Town through the back to cut firewood, buttonwood, which is the mangrove, the black mangrove.
Oh, yeah.
And we'd go and we'd have to take food because we'd stay, it would be make a day of it.
Yeah. And the hardest thing in the world was catching crabs. Make a meal of the crabs.
Crab meat.
Yeah, you had to go catch them, which was usually
Yeah,
nighttime,
well,
and the
well,
mosquitoes would eat you. And then when you did get a few crabs, you had to take them home. And you put them in that. Remember, you used to put them in the bath pan that night.
Yeah, cover
And then you
them
put a
over.
cover over. And the next day you go and you throw them in the. You had a 5
Scald
gallon.
Yeah, that 5 gallon thing
kerosene
is.
thing. You throw them in that, boil them, and then you had to pick them. And you pick every claw, every sheet.
Down to the
I
last
mean,
feather.
when you had that crab,
Oh, you
walked
appreciated
eat
it. You
huh?
appreciated it.
And
They-
the children wouldn't eat the things we had to eat in those days, like we ate wild ducks and
Oh yeah.
from the pond, a goatee, the rabbit.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You still, I think
Those
so.
are the things.
They-
I think the biggest difference with what we have experienced, those of us who grew up 50 years ago and how it is now, is that A, we entertained ourselves, and B, we were thankful for everything
Everything
that
we
we
had.
got.
That's true.
Be it an almond. I remember picking up, if it was a nice juice of almond and you had a little spot in it, where a bird
Bug
had
had
picked
something,
into
yeah.
it, I'd
Cut
bite
it
it out, throw it away and eat it.
Eat it.
I don't do it now because today is different.
But that was the way with
Yes.
everything, mangoes, whatever.
Yeah, well, we survived like that, like picking up mangoes and almonds,
Right.
pounding the almond seed.
Right.
That was